Resort Parks After Dark. Hey, we are here at Caribbean Beach Resort at Old Port Royale, which is their lobby central area of this resort. So today we're going to look at a model resort, this one, and Deluxe Resort, Riviera Resort, which is located just across the way, and I'll show you where it's located. An interesting story about Riviera. So I want to take a couple minutes now just to compare the two classes of resorts. So you got a lot of questions about that. And so we're going to go in, take our time here at Caribbean Beach. We're going to meander our way over to Riviera, and then we're going to go check out Riviera. I've got a lot of bus noise behind me to get this started. So Caribbean Beach is obviously themed after the Caribbean islands. So Disney kind of has two models of hotels. They have a central hotel where the rooms are interior, and then have some outbuildings, typically, think contemporary, think Grand Floridian. Then they have other hotels that are all basically self-contained, think Animal Kingdom Lodge. Then they have a number of resorts that is really a different model for them, where they have a central lobby section like this, and then around it they have different sections, lands and areas. And this one's themed after the Caribbean islands. How are you doing, sir? Thank you. Love Disney, guys. So this is kind of their model. It's kind of the old airport hub and spoke model, where you have a central area, and off that central area are all the other areas. So this is kind of where we are right now. So we are actually in the lobby, Caribbean Beach. Let's scooch around and show you guys. And it is a warmish day for October, so loving the air conditioning. So this is just check-in. You joining, thank you, appreciate it. So clearly, they got the theme. You saw the cast member with the pith helmet and all that. That is really just the Caribbean Island Police kind of uniform. Really trying to blend in that. They got the high ceilings. They have these fantastic paddle fans at the top. And to my moderator, I welcome in my beautiful wife. And yes, by the way, I am. She texted me something on the side. Sorry, guys. So this is the lobby section. Relatively a good sized lobby. Off that comes Real Calypso Trading Company. That's right here. Now, Calypso Trading Company is their store. So we'll take a peek at it. Now, this is Halloween. So as all Disney stores, you have a Halloween merch. Now, as Halloween merch goes, it has a lot of the stuff you would expect. This shirt, by the way, is interesting. I've not seen this anywhere. And that's unusual. We've been to more Disney merchandise stores in the last little bit here and have not seen that shirt. They do have all that. They do have these characters, which I do love. They have Minnie, and we've decided she's a vampire. We voted. Here's Stitch in his alien costume, and then there's Mickey as obviously as a skeleton. The Mickey Haunted House has been kind of themed for all of the merch, really, when you think about it. I mean, right there's your shirt. Boom. So that's kind of the theming. Stitch has a big presence this year. So there's a lot of Halloween merch. And this is a great Stitch mug. Stitch in all his glory, right? Busting out through the pumpkin. Good for Stitch, not good for the pumpkin. And you come around, and then there's just some more of the Disney merch they have here. Now, these Disney pins are great. This is a great skeleton pin for $14.99. It's Mickey, obviously, right outside the Mickey Haunted House. And this, by the way, if anybody's shopping for Christmas, this would be a great hat. It's a great understated Mickey Jack-o'-lantern hat. But when we're talking about merch, they have it spread out a lot here for the Disney merch, the Halloween merch. Other than that, they have a lot of really nice Disney stuff here. Great hat selections, great character-based stuff. Really just, it's a nice little space. It's not huge by any stretch. There's some that are bigger. Riverside is huge. This is kind of cozy, but it has a lot of stuff. There's your lounge flies. There's the Candy Corn lounge fly, and then the Mickey Haunted House lounge fly. One is 90, and one is 89. And then since you have to have all the food items, so back in here are all the snacks and mugs and treats and all those wonderful things. And of course you have to, if you are going to a Disney store, you have to have the stuffies. So it's a great selection of the Fab Five. And then they have the baby ones. Now these these guys are awesome. Let me get the spot, you guys can see them. I love the baby characters. So you got Mickey, you got Minnie. And there's even a baby Stitch. Marie. And a baby Dumbo and a baby Bambi. I've not seen the baby Bambi. All right. So it's a store that isn't huge in size, but it really grabs every element you're looking for in a store. From merch to pins to lounge flies to ears to hats. So it has all the elements. But let's go through. So that's the store area. Just off the lobby to the right. So we're going in now. Centertown Market, which is right there. Centertown Market is their grab and go, is their counter service. It does run a little different than some other ones, and it's important to kind of underscore it. They have an ordering counter, which is right here. And let's show you the menu. I'm going to zoom in for a second, so hold on. Okay, so they do have the sandwiches and the burgers and the Impossible Burgers and pizza and the entrees. Hint at a Caribbean vibe, but it's still approachable even for the little guys, and then obviously all the beverages and stuff. So that's kind of the menu. What's interesting about this, guys, is you order here. Oh, I forgot. From that store, thank you, my moderator. From that store, you can actually mail a coconut, a real coconut, to anybody in the country. Mail one, obviously, to Gigi and Pop, who are our #1 fans, are probably watching right now. So I want to say thank you to both of them for everything they do for this channel. They are my in-laws, and they have been amazing support during the year plus we've been launching this channel. So Gigi and Pop, I appreciate you guys, and I'm glad you guys are joining us. And yes, they got a coconut. So you order at that counter. Here's all the tables sitting, but then you pick up there. So it's kind of it's a little different. You order, come pick up, then you go grab your seat, and obviously here's all the seating out here.
I don't know, but I'm worried.
Dining room wise, it's not enormous. This is a big resort. We'll talk about that in a second. But it's not really enormous, but it does have some good space in here. So we're gonna go back out the lobby real quick, and we're gonna come out and show you guys the outside area. Now, let's talk about Caribbean Beach while we're taking our walk. So Caribbean Beach Resort is massive. It is a big resort. We've talked about it being themed after the Caribbean islands, and it is. But it's big. So the drive around that circle to go from island to island and see the different ones in Martinique and Barbados and Jamaica and all those around, it's a big space. It also has one of the largest, if not the largest, Skyliner hub for Disney. It's good and bad. The good part is it's towards the front of the property, and from there you can get to Epcot, you get to Hollywood Studios, you can get to Riviera, which we're going to walk to, and you can get to Pop Century, and you can get to sorry, holding the door, and you can get to Art of Animation. Here's the problem: it's such a big resort, you can't really walk from certain parts of this to the Skyliner because it's just so far. So you end up having to take like a bus to the Skyliner to your place. It adds a step. But that not being said, Skyliners have been a huge addition. So we step out of the lobby. First thing you see is this beautiful fountain, great tile work. And they have these lanterns over top, which is really nice. Little courtyard area. And they got the ping pong. Oh, and by the way, all day today, for whatever reason, I've been calling the Skyliners monorails. So if I slip at any point, realize this is the probably 8th time I've done it today. So one of the best parts of this resort, honestly, is the pool area. Now, it's Caribbean Beach, and they have an entire movie series called Pirates of the Caribbean. So we're going to go with, they themed it after the Pirates. So that's what we're going to go with. Let's go and take a peek. So they have the cannons. I mean, look at that. That is just awesome. I'm going to pause. If anybody wants to take a screenshot of that, that's a great shot. So you have the turrets, and they look like they've been hit by all the cannonballs, and they got the cannons shooting out water. And it reminds me of the ride, Pirates of the Caribbean, in Magic Kingdom. Just how it's laid out, kind of the styles of the building. So it's just really neat. So we're gonna walk through. They have basically, this is a 3-foot section, and they have zero entry over here. Zero entry, and then that last part, there's a slide that comes out. Now we're not gonna walk all the way around it. I want to go over and show you the kiddie section. But right there, the slide comes out. So you climb up, and you see these gentlemen at the very top there. They're getting ready to do their slide, and they come out down there. It's a good sized pool. It's a good sized pool, and what's to note is each of the island sections where the buildings are, where your rooms would be, have pools. They're smaller pools, and they're in each section. So this is just kind of the central lobby pool area, and it's a good size. The theming is, like I said, really, really, really nice. And being a Pirates of the Caribbean super fan, I love it. So I'm going to show you the splash park area, because that's, if you thought that was really cool, let's show you what the little guys got. The little guys got something next level. So I mean, it's really neat. Here we go. So just off the pool to the left of the pool is their splash park. You just saw a splash. So this is their splash park. So clearly you got the broken ship. The mast is all messed up. You got the pirate flag at the top, which is amazing. It fills with water, and that big, I'm going wine barrel, fills and just dumps. It's got the slides, it's got the enclosed slide, it's got the open slide, it's got sprayers. It's just really, really a nice splash park. I mean, it's funny. For a while there, we were talking about what are the top 5 splash parks. This is on the small side, but thematically, man, it's a great splash park. So that's the pool area, that's the splash park area, and that's the central area. Now, I want to show you their higher end dining option. And they have one here. So they don't just have quick service, they have a nicer space to get something to eat. So we're back at the courtyard. So if you go, just to orient you, to the right there, for that teal areas, that's the main lobby. We're gonna go back past the pool, which is now to our left. I'm gonna tell you which way I'm going, because going in and out different gates and turning around in circles. So you gotta at least know where things are. So we're walking away from the lobby now, walking towards Sebastian's. This, my friends, that's Sebastian's. They have steel drums as light fixtures. You gotta love it. But if a restaurant's named Sebastian's, who do you think's on the logo? Sebastian. So this is their high-end dining. They have an outside bar area, Banana Cabana. And that has the steel drums, and this is a much more lighter vibe. The food selection is obviously more counter service-ish with an upgrade. Inside, it's reservation only, and that's Sebastian's. That's a nicer area. That's a nicer restaurant. And here's kind of the menu. Now, this does get into the Caribbean themed stuff. So let's start with here. So they have, if you go down here, they have the oven roasted citrus chicken, but they have the slow cooked mojo pork with mango. Come on. They have a rubbed beef with a mojito relish. So they really try to build in some of that Caribbean flavors into the meal. And then the dessert. The dessert is just mind-blowing. It is a coconut pineapple bread pudding with a caramel sauce, and it comes with vanilla ice cream. Pause and think about that. That's awesome. So, we talk about the Skyliners, and right quick, there they are. It's Disney's newest really mode of transportation. And it is really a great way for this side of Walt Disney World to get transportation. There's no monorails out here, although I keep calling these monorails. So these Skyliners help you get from different locations. Now across the way there is one of the islands, and I believe that's Jamaica. I believe. If anybody on the stream knows, jump in and correct me, but I believe that's Jamaica. So this is the pool area, this is Sebastian's, and this body of water right here you're looking at is called Barefoot Bay. And why would we call it Barefoot Bay? If I had a drone, I could take this camera, shoot it up, you look down at it, it looks like a barefoot. I'm not joking. Look at Google Maps, it looks like a barefoot. So it's just really kind of neat. They named it that, and Barefoot Bay. There's the marina. Now the marina here doesn't connect. There's not water taxis that go to the parks. This is really if you want to go out fishing and kind of go out in the water here. It doesn't connect, so you're not taking that to one of the parks. There's other places that have like water taxis to Disney Springs or any of those places. But so that's the marina and that's Sebastian's. And what we're gonna do now is that's Caribbean Beach. See, Caribbean Beach, although it's expansive, the different islands and their areas are spread out so far. We're gonna walk by one to give you a good example of what it's like. But this main lobby area is where you have, obviously, all the food options. And there's the entrance into the lobby. And we're walking. Now, sun is, oh wait, I gotta show you something really neat. So straight out there, hold on, that is the Epcot Ball. So if you could guess this being a good place to watch fireworks, you would be right, because the ball is right there. So Luminous goes right over top of that ball, and it is a fantastic show. And if you couldn't get into the parks, you could at least see the launching of the fireworks there.
Hello, how's it going today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good.
Okay. Let me see something. I want to show you guys one other thing that I missed to tell you about. Oh, real quick. Straight ahead, we talk about this being barefoot. That's the big toe. Straight ahead to that white area, that's the big toe of Barefoot Bay. Okay, so they have their lighthouse. And this is the marina like we came around. I'm coming around the outside. But I want to show you. They have an island in the middle of Barefoot Bay. And that's that space out there. They have a bridge that goes out to it. So I want to come out and kind of show you that right now. Here's just a great shot of Sebastian's in the lobby area. Scoop out a little bit. There you go. But there's the island. So what they did in the middle of Barefoot Bay is they created this space. And you can see the bridge right there to your people crossing it right there. Boop. On that island is playground for the little ones, and it also is where they do their movies at night. Now, every Disney resort does nighttime movies, and it's always obviously Disney movies. Why would you show a different kind of movie? So Disney movies get shown. It's on that island, blow up inflatable screen. It's great. So you can watch there. So that's just, I forgot to show you guys that when I was over by Sebastian's, because Sebastian's took me by surprise. So, oh, the big chest. My kids love it. My partners in crime are my two daughters. And they've been, any of you been on our streams before, they are awesome. Two fantastic girls. And they will play that big oversized chess for hours. They love it. So, we're walking by. Now, right next to the lobby section where all the pools and all that, this is Martinique. How you can differentiate the different islands is they change the color schemes. Like that one across the water we looked at, that was pink. This one's blue. So I want to kind of, as we walk by, I want to show you kind of what the feel of these are, because each one's very, very similar to the other. And each one has their own beach. They have hammocks, beach volleyball, some Adirondack chairs to sit back and relax. So again, fireworks over the ball. Come to one of these beaches facing this way. And you can see they do have a fire pit. All Disney resorts at night do s'mores. You can get marshmallows for free, but does charge a fee for the graham crackers and chocolate. So this is Martinique. They're all two-story buildings. Exterior entrances in. And here's a funny story. So, my moderator, and I 20th anniversary. We've been married 20 years, and end of this month, the 23rd, will be 20 years she has been married to me. God bless her soul. And it's been fantastic 20 years. We originally started dating, and we were for probably 6 months. And her parents had a trip, their 40th anniversary, and they were coming to Disney. And we are just newish as a couple. Now, we knew each other as friends, and we were friends for a long time. And so I was familiar with her parents, so we said, hey, let's come along. So we came to Caribbean Beach. It was one of their favorite resorts to come stay. So we stayed, I believe it was in Jamaica. Gigi Pop, if you're on, correct me, but I believe it was Jamaica. And if you go in the rooms, it's your classic 2 beds next to each other in kind of an area. Well, back then, before maybe they renovated, back then they had just the bathroom was curtained off, the wash area, then the toilet was to the side. So I've been dating my now wife for 6 months. Second time I've ever been to Disney, flew in and stayed with my now in-laws for, I think it was 5 days in a room where we slept literally. Is this going to work or not? Clearly it has 20 years left. I'm hoping they'll agree. This has been a great thing. So just that's an interesting story. So this is Martinique. Now, the one thing about Martinique, they do not have elevators. They have stairs. So for those who are needing elevators or don't do stairs very well, make sure you request a first floor room. For those who cannot lug luggage upstairs, God bless you, Disney will help you. But they do have first floor rooms, and there's a lot of rooms here. Now here's a Martinique pool. We're gonna take a peek at that right now. So each of the little island areas have their own pool. Now their own pool is relatively straightforward. It's kind of your standard pool. It's square. It's here, but it's one dedicated just to this group of buildings. So if you want to avoid maybe some of the chaos of the kid slides, it'd be your quote unquote quiet pool, where the lobby area would be your loud pool, your active pool. So each island has one like that. So now we've walked up the foot, Barefoot Bay. We're in the big toe. And guys, that's Caribbean Beach Resort. That's a sample of one of the islands. That's all lobby sections. And we are now looking at Riviera Resort. Riviera Resort is at the top of the Barefoot Bay. An interesting story about this one. They literally took 2 of the Caribbean Beach island areas, building sections out, demolished them to build this. It was built in 2019, December, I'm ballparking 17th. I think I remember saying that. To put up a deluxe resort here on property. The reason we thought, let's compare a moderate and deluxe and pick these 2, is they're on the same plot of land. So location kind of gets neutralized. It's not even a conversation. But now we're really talking about amenities and offerings. So you've seen what Caribbean Beach offers and their amenities. Theming is really solid. It's expansive. It's the foliage is fantastic. It has a real great vibe. Pool area is kind of mind-blowing. The lobby is really great. Now we go here. Now, Riviera Resort is, sorry about the wind if you can't hear me as well. Riviera Resort is Parisian themed. One of my partners in crime, Kenzie, is Paris crazy, so she loves this resort. We've done a couple different videos on this resort just because it's one of those really nice resorts that maybe doesn't get as much hype as some of the other deluxe resorts. Riviera does have its own Skyliner station, almost called it monorail. Skyliner station here. That again, you can go over to Caribbean Beach. You can go out over to the parks. You can go to Pop Century and Art of Animation from here. And what we're doing is we're coming obviously in behind the hotel. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the pool section. They have 2 large pools and a great splash park. Then we're going to cut up through kind of their central courtyard into the hotel and spend some time, guys, showing the hotel. Now listen, right now the sun is glaring on the screen. So I can see nothing at this point but myself. So hang in there. If you're putting comments, I apologize, but I want to show you guys this. So this is their splash park. And I definitely want to take a second to show you this. It is by far one of the nicest splash parks. Let's sneak up in here so you get a chance to see it. So it's Fantasia based. It has the elephants about to dump the bucket. It's all marble looking. They have the dancing birds with the sprayer and the splashers, and they got the slide. It's much different than a broken pirate ship, but it is a great splash park for little ones. So we're gonna come around, show you guys the other side of the splash park, and then the pool area back here. So now let's talk about it. Moderate, deluxe, cost. We all know the cost between those two can be dramatic at times. So it really depends on what you're looking for out of your vacation and how much you can pay for that vacation, because Disney is not a cheap vacation, but it's an experience. So that's kind of where that is. So here's their pool area. Let me see if I get a good shot. They got the hot tub right there. Let's pop up here. Okay. Trying to get a spot. So they have a slide that you climb up and then it twists around, which is fantastic. Then they have a very large pool area that kind of snakes out, and this backside over here is very wide. A lot of good chair seating, and they have cushion chairs, which is just awesome. And down here at the pool area, they have outdoor eating and a bar for Riva. And then Primo Plato is their very higher end counter service. Let's go take a peek at that real quick. Also gets me out of the sun. So these are kind of connected, but not. But you kind of get the Paris feel, right? What's great about the spaces. On the wall here, this is all Disney in France and Paris, as he's kind of just traveling, and that's at the very top one is him at Notre Dame. So it's really neat. They wear berets. So this is their quote unquote quick service. Let's go through and kind of show you this menu. All right. So there's the menu. So they do the soup and salad thing, which is awesome. They have entrees, which is very French inspired. Sandwiches are just awesome, but again, a very French flair to each one. They have your kids menu and obviously all your beverages. So this is great. Now what they have in here, which is a whole different thing, is they have an entire dessert area. This is where you can actually pick up some cold food. There's a caprese, and there's a cinnamon twist, and then they obviously have the chocolate croissants and the wonderful, wonderful muffins, and then the banana bread. What's great about the banana bread is they got the Mickey medallion. So it is just really, really awesome. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna bounce out. I wanna show you guys the center section as we kind of walk out. Go up into the hotel, give you guys a sense of this space. Spend a couple minutes talking about the differences and see your thoughts. Yep, all right, here we go. So we're back out of the pool area. That is the quote-unquote loud pool because of the slide. And this is a beautiful view of this building from here. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. They have bocce ball here in the middle section. Between you and I and everybody on the stream, that I always assume is an Italian game. And then they had the center section, which kind of is reminiscent of Versailles, which is the famous palace with the gardens. And as we pivot around, here's the quiet pool area. Now, we're not going to zip in and disturb anybody. We want to show you. So that's just the quiet pool area. So they have another pool area in here. So that's those two. And then they have this. This is also from here. You get a great view of Caribbean Beach and the skyline. So that's Caribbean Beach, and that's actually where we just were, guys. Right over there. But then they have the gelato stand. The gelato stand. So here's the gelato menu. We're just admiring your gelato. Give us a minute.
Please do not step on that.
Stepping on that. So there's all the gelato. Cookies and cream, chocolate, lemon, mint chocolate chip, my favorite, pistachio, passion fruit, orange guava. Wow, okay. Strawberry and vanilla. So that's gelato. Gelato, think richer ice cream. To bore everybody, it's higher fat content. So that's the gelato. So we're gonna walk in. So now we're back walking up that center section. We're gonna head into the hotel and show you guys the hotel, which is beautiful. And we're gonna walk right up the middle. All right, so there's a fitness center right there to the left. We're gonna go into the right and head upstairs. Hey, thank you. So, if you go down that hallway, that goes back to Prima, where we just were. We're gonna head up the stairs. Where this comes out to is right in the lobby section. So we're coming literally right out to the lobby. And this is the lobby. Yes. So, love the lights. Very modern. Small lobby, but very high end. Very high back chairs, great couches. Very cush. Their gift store, La Boutique, is a whole different level gift store. So they do have your standard Halloween merch. Saw a lot of it the other place. Very familiar. But since it's Parisian, they have these characters are great. It's a Fab Five in painter outfits, like they're French painters. Their ears and their loungefly is just outstanding. The ears are just, they just really take it next level. But this is Deluxe Resort. You almost expect something, right? It's a small space, but they have all over the walls here, which we really love, all these prints. There's Mickey and Minnie at some Paris cafe. And there's a Stitch painting. They're just covering the columns here. Now, those are great. Very, very artistic. Awesome paintings. Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Pluto. So this is their gift shop. It's small, high-end, has a lot of upholstery stuff that you wouldn't find in the other place, the Moderate Resort. And then they have La Petite Cafe. Now, no, I did not take French in high school, you can tell. I took Spanish. So this is where you would get your fresh coffee, your iced coffees, and really, really nice desserts. As you can tell, the Mickey pop. And look at the ears. There's a Rivera in gold. We have biscotti and macaroons. Halloween macaroons, no less, which is amazing. Hello. And then here's more if you didn't have enough. So here is a lemon. I used to know how to say it. These are called what? Thank you. So, with gold foil. Hello.
And then we have honey pistachio cake here.
What?
Has dark chocolate honeydew on top, pistachio nuts,
Nice.
honeycomb.
Nice. And then next we got the seasonal. Now that's strawberry, right? That's raspberry.
Cheesecake.
Awesome.
Really
And then
good.
last but not least,
And it is a chocolate mousse. It has chocolate macaroon on top and custard.
thank you very much.
Chocolate 12.
So bottom line, it's a great place to get dessert. So just off that is the sitting area. Now we're gonna talk quiet. It's a great space. People can sit out here, they can read, they can jump on their computers. They have USBs to plug in. It's just a great little space. And then as you go down here, they have pictures of Mickey, and then it goes out to kind of more of a back in the rooms and stuff. So Kerwin. Thank you for joining us, Kerwin. We just did Caribbean Beach. We bounced over to Riviera Resort. We're kind of taking a walk through Riviera real quick. And we're kind of showing everybody the difference between a moderate and deluxe. So this is their lobby. So Kerwin, thanks for joining us. All right. How was London today, my friend? Kerwin's from London, for everybody who doesn't know. And Kerwin is awesome for joining us. So we're gonna start. I know what we're gonna do. Come with me. But they also have, which is great, is off the lobby. And not many people know about it. They have these sitting areas. Current, I am glad you're doing fantastic, my friend. So this shows you kind of that area we walked through. So there, and I love that. They got the Riviera Resort emblem right there in the tile work. And then there is a garden area. And over there is your bocce. We just walked by all that. And then there's that quiet pool we talked about. We kind of got a peek at it. I didn't want to go in, but that's the quiet pool. And then there's your monorail. So here's where we are. So this is Riviera. Now, Riviera, interestingly, and I don't know if I'd get any disagreement here, is a smaller deluxe resort. The patch of land it's on is smaller. And I remember they took 2 areas from Caribbean Beach to make this. So it's narrow. They definitely try to create this center section, but it is definitely different. It's smaller in skies when you think about other deluxe resorts, but its location is great. You're right on Skyliner, it's connected to the major hub of Caribbean Beach, right across from Caribbean Beach, which you still can see. The fixtures and finishes are very high end. So we go back to say, which one? And I'll go back to tell you. They're both located the same patch of ground. So you're the same distance from all the parks. You have the same access to the Skyliner to get to the other parks, or the bus system to get out to Magic or Epcot. Magic or Animal Kingdom. Prices vary pretty wildly. We've seen the prices on Disney resorts move day to day differently. We look almost every day just get a sense on price point. One day it's pricey, and next day all of a sudden it drops, and Disney adjusts dynamically based on occupancy. So really, I encourage you to shop. Anybody's a pass holder, great discounts there. If you live in Florida, great discounts there. But they're also doing some specials now to get people into this area as they get into the holiday season coming out of Halloween. So this is it. So what I gotta do is show you one major thing here that's different. We talk about the Skyliner a lot, and if my beautiful wife moderator is not proud that I have not called it the monorail once. Because I literally call it a monorail a dozen times at home. So we're gonna walk back out the back because I got to show you one thing that really kind of is just different. Hold on a second. All right. So basically, we're just going back down the stairs we came up. Heading back out the back towards the center section in the back of the Riviera Resort. Yes, I am oriented. Earlier today, I kept saying monorail. So, from up. Continue to walk. All right, I got you guys back. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch signals. Give me 1 second. All right, I think I got you back. So basically, in Disney, the dead spots for Wi-Fi are just hidden, and all of a sudden you trip across one. So on the way on the other side is obviously there's a whole section of rooms here, and there's this little tunnel that goes out to their Skyliner depot. And it's on the other side of the quiet pool. And this is awesome. So as we get to this, I mentioned Gigi and Pop earlier when I told you a story about when we came to Caribbean Beach. So I wanted to stop again and say hi to Pop. Thank you for joining. And hi, Gigi. Thank you guys for joining. They're my in-laws, and we spent 5 days together here at Caribbean Beach, as you all know from the story. And Josh, oh, hey, happy Saturday to you, my friend. I appreciate you jumping on. Thank you. We're over here at Riviera right now, resort. We finished Caribbean Beach, but we're over at the Skyliner section, Josh. So glad you jumped on. So, Gigi Pop, thanks for all the support. They've been a huge support to this channel. We've been running about a little over a year, coming up on a year and a half. And so they are awesome people. So, as you go through to the Skyliners, they have some of the neatest tile work I think we've ever seen. This side is based obviously on Tangled. So there's Rapunzel's Tower, right? Now, buckle in. We're going to go over and up and up and up. And then there's all the lanterns, right? And her pivot. So there's all the lanterns that they let go at her birthday, right? And then we'll come down. And there's the castle, where her parents are, where she ends up being. And right there at the very bottom is the water where her and Flynn Rider had their almost first kiss. So that's where they let their lantern go. So that's tile work that goes basically from one side over you to the other. Yeah, Josh, actually we do got another system coming. Actually, it's two puncher. One's just gonna be rain. The next looks like it's gonna become a category 2 hurricane for us. I'm glad you guys in Atlanta are good. I'm glad you guys did all right, because so many parts of the Southeast just did not do well. So I am glad you are safe. Good. What we're doing, we're hiding at Disney. So that's the first set of tile work. Now there's the second one. So this one you should get almost immediately, right? So there's London, there's Big Ben. So obviously we're talking Peter Pan. Yeah, on Wednesday there's a hurricane. You're right, Kerwin. And then go up, and that's pixie dust. And as we pivot, there's Peter Pan, Wendy and the boys, right? And then we pivot. Sorry, everybody's getting motion sick, and we come down. And there's Never Never Land. And if you look way over there in the left-hand center, they have the teepees for the Indians. The boat flying, it's a great reproduction of it, but that's just tile work. So it's just really, again, what separates Deluxe from Moderate, you're getting kind of that detail. Now, this is how we get on the Skyliner. Now listen, here's what we're gonna do. Josh, I cannot agree enough. What Josh wrote, in case somebody didn't see it, is Disney's one of the best places to stay for any kind of storm. We lived in South Florida, and we literally run to Disney anytime a storm or hurricane came into South Florida, like over a category 2. The entire, they call it the Disney bubble, is generator powered. Every resort, from Value to Deluxe, they're all generator powered. Every room has power. They do do supply food even when it's a high cat. We were here for category 5. We had the best dance party ever with all the main characters at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. They had food there the whole time. We never lost power. We felt safe. Disney did such a nice job on it. So this is just a great place to come if you gotta run and hide. So going back, what we're gonna do is this, guys. So this is the Skyliner. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop a Skyliner back over to Caribbean Beach. That's where we started. It kind of creates a nice little full circle. And give you guys a chance to, one, we might get a better viewpoint of Barefoot Lake and see where we're going from there. All right, we're gonna head over this way. I'm gonna ask a question. Hold on. Caribbean Beach. Caribbean Beach is that way?
Yep, it's going to be straight that way. That's the Aruba side of it.
Got it. All right. Well, so here's what they have. I was going to jump the Skyliner to Caribbean Beach. Because it's such a short hop, they don't even do it. So we're on the other side of Barefoot Lake. And we're kind of walking. Now, here is where you can jump on a spur that takes you to Epcot from here. And those right there, where they're going, they're actually shooting across and they're going out down to Art of Animation and down to Pop Century. And in the not too distant future, we're going to do both those resorts as a different live stream because they're both value, but really they're very different in the value they kind of offer. So we shoot this way. So here's what we're going to do. Since popping a quick monorail to Caribbean Beach is depot, which wouldn't be a long ride at all, we're going to stroll. And what we're going to do is we're going to stroll that island we talked about, where they had the movies in the playground. We're going to cross over and get back over to Sebastian, the pool area. And along the way, I can show you more islands at Caribbean Beach. So turn around. I want to show you this, though. That, my friends, is a great view of Riviera. It's a beautiful hotel. It is well done. Topolino's is at the very top, and I should talk about this. Very top of that building there. Topolino's is their high-end dining experience. And you have Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy. I don't think you have Pluto in Parisian outfits, and the character contact is amazing. We have an entire video on it on our channel because it's just awesome. But the views from there of Epcot and the fireworks are mind-blowing. So it's a great spot to get a bite and watch fireworks from up there. And you don't have to stay at Rivera to be able to get a reservation. You can jump on your Disney app and pop a reservation. It's not an easy reservation to get, I'll be honest with you. But you can get one. We have. Here's the beach for this. This is, I believe, Jamaica, I believe. So there's their beach area. Remember we talked about the different colors. This one's kind of a purpley pink. And Skyliner is going right over top of our head. And this is a great spot to kind of spin around here and kind of show you guys the center section of that area. So like I was saying, Caribbean Beach is a big resort. We literally are on the top third, maybe top half, when we walk that little circle. So we're gonna walk across here, check this bridge out, go over to the island, check out the playground area. And that noise you're hearing is actually Skyliners. They're directly above us right now. All right. So I'm gonna show you guys, here's a map. I wanna get you guys a sense on the space. So, all right, so here's the map of Caribbean Beach. Like I said, it's not small. We are over here in Aruba right now, which is kind of that upper section right there. We walk kind of around from Martinique, around the top part of the foot. And you can see the foot now. Ha! See how it looks like a foot? Okay. We're gonna go towards that island section in the middle, right there. And head back over to kind of the main lobby area. Old Town. Old Port Royale. So we're gonna start strolling. The one thing too about this, which is interesting, you have two resorts kind of on the same plot of land, and we didn't realize it till we're at Riviera one day, that the road for Caribbean Beach is basically a circle in front of Riviera. So if you're here and you're at Caribbean Beach, you want to get to Riviera and you have a car, literally you can drive to the front of Riviera. We didn't realize actually the circle, because originally, remember, they had taken two sets of buildings out to make Riviera. Well, they never got to change the road. So you're on the bus loop. So these two resorts are connected that way. Although we've been asked, you can't use Riviera pool unless you're staying there. You can't use the Caribbean Beach pool unless you're staying here. We're about to see another land. See how it goes from pinky purple to kind of gold? And kind of going to a whole different island chain. But we're not going that far. We're going to be turning left here. All right, so we're gonna go across this bridge. Should be kind of cool view. And we're going to the island section. The gold section is Jamaica. This is called Caribbean Cay. It's really kind of real neat space. So in the middle of Barefoot Bay is Caribbean Cay, which is here. And then here is a great view. Rivera again, over the water. And we're coming in Caribbean Cay. So here's their playground area. So if you got little ones, it's great too. They have shade. They have the sails for the shade, because in Florida, that plastic in the sun can actually burn, even now in October. So the fact this cover is great. What I love down here, they got cannons. Oh, I could see the 6-year-old George being out here for hours, pretending to fight off the English from trying to attack my pirate island. Look at this. This is awesome. And then here, obviously, a great sitting section. My guess, this is where they do the movie. They have chairs all set up, ready to go. Also be a great view of the fireworks that we talked about, but I would say this may be a little too low for fireworks. You probably want to head up and out. We'll start balancing up this way. This is, it's reminiscent of like Tom Sawyer Island in Magic Kingdom, because you're right in the middle of everything, but you kind of feel isolated from everything. It's kind of pretty nifty. And then here's a bridge straight across. And now we're back, and that's a great view of their kiddie park. The splash park, I'm sorry. So there we go, my friend. So this is a great way to see both. That's Sebastian's there to your right, and that's Riviera across the way. And there's the lobby area for Caribbean Beach. So guys, appreciate you guys coming for the walk with us. Kind of had a chance to see Carribean Beach and got a chance to see a couple of their island sections in the housing, and that really get a sense on the space and how it lays out. The pool area, the splash park, counter service and restaurants, which is great. Then we took that really nice walk to the big toe of Barefoot Lake to Riviera, which is right there. Got a chance to see their outside splash park, pool area, and then the restaurants and the lobby section. We just wanted Florida Parks After Dark to take a second to kind of show you guys maybe the differences between the two, give you a sense on kind of the fact there is a dramatic price point difference, but again, it depends on what you can afford and what amenities are important to you. But that is what I think Disney does for everybody, is they have multiple price points of cost that are more approachable for you to get in and have a chance to really kind of we have a chance to really kind of see what, sorry, reading Kerwin's comment, which I'll talk about in a second, to see what you can afford to get on Disney property. It's a great place. We believe in Disney magic. That's what our channel is for. So, Kerwin just talked about going to see Animal Kingdom. I will tell you, Animal Kingdom Park is one of our favorite parks. It is the most underrated park of all. It is mistakenly believed to be too far away from everything, but we love Animal Kingdom. And I will tell you honestly, expect a live stream out of us from Animal Kingdom shortly. We definitely want to get into Pandora. We want to kind of go back and we had a great safari that one time. We'd love to do that again. We were so lucky. But we love that space. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. This is George from Florida Parks After Dark. Listen, go ahead and do me a favor. Like this stream. But more importantly, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. It doesn't cost you anything, but it tells us a lot. At Florida Parks After Dark, we kind of see this as a community, as a family. We'd love you to join the family. Love you to become part of this. People like Kerwin and a lot of our moderators who are on and people who come on with some regularity really love to get to know you personally. So be part of the Florida Parks After Dark family and go ahead and subscribe. And we will be live streaming again shortly. With that being said, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I want you guys to go ahead and have a fantastic day, and you guys take care.